Well, I have my colleagues joining me from Ground Zero, Pankaj Khelkar in Pune, Jugal Purohit from the Lieutenant Governor's residence, and Pankaj Upadhyay from Arvind Kejriwal's residence. Jugal, if I could just come to you first, given the fact that the Congress has now given its unconditional official support to the Aam Aadmi Party, if the Lieutenant Governor asks Kejriwal to make the government, can he actually back down, and on what grounds can he back down?
Well, Rishika, the chances of that are extremely small, because now what has happened is that while on one hand it is being said that it is for Arvind Kejriwal and his party and their prerogative to actually form a government, but what these two larger national parties have done is essentially they've boxed Arvind Kejriwal into a certain area. Absolutely. And yesterday we saw that after a long time in which Arvind Kejriwal and his party could actually speak in a cogent voice, coherent response, saying that opposition is where we belong and that's where we will stay. From yesterday onwards, we are seeing a division in their voices itself. If Manish Sisodia would say one thing, Kumar Vishwas said the other, and then subsequently when Yogendra Yadav spoke in the evening, he said a completely third thing, none of them wanting to commit whether or not the formation of a minority government is on their minds. Right. So in that sense, the pressure is now actually on the Aam Aadmi Party, and at 10:30 is when they come into this office of the Lieutenant Governor, and after that is when we will know their official response to this.
Right. Pankaj, if I could come to you, you've been at Arvind Kejriwal's residence. What is the general feeling there? Has there been a lot of movement since the morning? Also, what are you picking up from your sources? Is he likely to relent if the Lieutenant Governor makes him an offer?
Crucial day today, but the suspense isn't over. The man of the moment, Arvind Kejriwal, would be leaving from his place. Manish Sisodia was here a few moments back, and when I had a word with him, he clearly maintained that their stand remains the same. They do not have enough numbers. The mandate is not on their side, and this is the very point that they would like to elucidate in front of the Lieutenant Governor as well. But the larger picture definitely remains that the political maneuvering over the past couple of days has clearly established that not just the two national parties, that is the BJP and the Congress, but now the Aam Aadmi Party also has its eyes clearly set on the larger picture, that is the elections of 2014. So how do they take it from here? What sort of a tactic, what sort of an outsmarting move with Arvind Kejriwal have here, that remains to be seen.
And I also have my colleague Pankaj Khelkar, who's joining us from the location where Anna Hazare is fasting currently. Pankaj, if you could just take us through what the sentiment out there is. If Arvind Kejriwal were to say form a minority government, and if he were to take support from the Congress party on the premise that the Congress will support the Aam Aadmi Party's version of the Lokpal bill, what's the sentiment on the ground there, Pankaj?
See, Rishika, over here in Raleigh City, Anna Hazare, like the rift between Aam Aadmi Party and Anna Hazare has widened. But when we spoke to Anna Hazare, he still has faith with Arvind Kejriwal, and he has special affection for him because he says that Arvind Kejriwal is the man who will work for this country, and though their ways are different, but his and Anna's aim is to eradicate the corruption. But if Arvind Kejriwal or Aap Party takes unconditional support from Congress, then Anna Hazare will be the first person to be in a state of shock, and then there won't be any link, or Anna Hazare will himself cut off the ties with Arvind Kejriwal, and that's clear over here because Anna Hazare has reiterated again and again that Aap Party or Arvind Kejriwal won't take support from Congress, the party whom they have labelled as corrupt.
Right. If I could just bring in Jugal Purohit on that point, the Aam Aadmi Party will not take support from the Congress party, which it has accused of being corrupt over a period of time. Jugal, in that situation, are we then looking at a repoll?
Well, Rishika, technically speaking, what will take place is that if none of these two larger formations, agree to the Lieutenant Governor's advice and stake a claim, then the immediate step, according to law, is that the Lieutenant Governor then seeks the imposition of residence rule for the first 6 months, and law also enables the Lieutenant Governor to extend that period by another 6 months. After which, or in between, depending on when the Election Commission and the Lieutenant and governor converge and concur, repolling will have to take place. But in this interim of 6 months, if any of these formations can actually conjure up the numbers and stake claim, then yet again the game is on. A similar situation is what we've seen happening in Jharkhand, where the house was suspended and then subsequently the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and Congress tied up. So in that sense, the possibilities are open, Rishika. But given the way the dynamics are developing, it looks like the Delhi state is headed in that sense for a stalemate, because none of these formations, in that sense, really want to work with each other. And even if Congress does offer an unconditional support and Kejriwal does take it, the point is how far will they be able to go? Because Jan Lokpal is something which the Congress party is not keen on. They've actually introduced a completely contrary bill. So it actually looks like it's heading towards stalemate for now, Rishika.
Right. Pankaj Upadhyay, if I could just ask you, in the event that a minority government is not formed, and in the event, like Jugal was saying, if we are in fact heading for a repoll, how prepared is the Aam Aadmi Party for an event like that? Are they more prepared to form a government, or are they more prepared to campaign again and come back with a full majority, Pankaj?
Rishika, as I was maintaining, that the political maneuvering over the past couple of days has clearly established the intent of the Aam Aadmi Party. It is not just satisfied with capturing Delhi now. Its larger picture, the larger eye, is set on the general elections of 2014. So how does it prepare itself? How does it go in front of the people and stake claim for the larger picture? It will go up to the people with simple statements saying, we did not have the mandate for the assembly here. We accepted what the Aam Janta told us. We were ready to sit in the opposition, but now we are ready in front of you again. Give us the entire mandate and we shall be heading in the right direction. At the same time, even though Aam Aadmi Party is slowly making the moves towards the larger picture, what happens to the Congress and the BJP? Both these parties have to go in front of the people for the 2014 elections. Absolutely. And present themselves as not power-hungry people. They have to go and tell that we accepted the mandate, we accepted what was given to us, and now we are here in front of you. So it's a very clear-cut, planned move. Every single party is trying to outsmart the other. Now the ball definitely is on Aam Aadmi Party's court. They definitely do not want to have a burden on the state exchequer. At the same time, the Congress and the BJP can now go up to the people and say they were the numbers, they were getting unconditional support, yet because they had larger plans, they were acting very smart, they still maintained the political logjam that maintained and did not go ahead with the formation of a government. So it's going to be very interesting how the day follows and how Mr. Arvind Kejriwal would try to outsmart the BJP and the Congress.